Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my quarterly update for my makeup inventory. So every quarter I'm wanting to do a quick update, just kind of showing you where my collection is at, keeping track of how much I'm using up, what I've decluttered, things like that throughout the year, as I have some specific goals. I have one quick update that I want to share with you guys before we get into the actual inventory. So I have this magnetic eyeshadow palette that I was originally keeping as logged in my full-sized palettes category. So I depotted an eyeshadow palette that I had last year into this palette, and then I had a couple of other shadows that I had depotted from another palette that I was keeping that I put in here. But I decided last month, I think it was, that I didn't want to track it that way anymore because these are essentially single shadows to me now. So instead of tracking this as a full-sized palette, I've just decided that this is just a means of holding on to my single shadows. I had a few single shadows that I was holding in MAC pots, and I decided to depot those and put them in here. Only one was an actual MAC shadow, but the other ones I had repressed into there. And so I just wanted to keep them all in one area so that it's much easier. And so with keeping track of them, I thought it doesn't make sense to just keep this as one palette when it's technically a singles palette. So this is now part of my single category rather than my full-size palette category. So the numbers have shifted, but I updated the previous month's numbers to reflect that. So when I discuss quarter one, I will be discussing it as though I was tracking it that way, just for simplicity's sake. That way it's not too confusing as I continue forward. So that's that. I just wanted to go ahead and let you know about that so it's not confusing as we're going through my collection. I do want to add a little quick note in here because I wanted to thank you guys all for 1,000 subscribers. That's just crazy to me. I've only been doing this 4 months, and I don't even know how there's so many of you out there that found me and are interested enough in what I'm doing to follow along. So I just wanted to set a little special thank you in here and just say thank you guys so much for subscribing and for spending your time on my little channel here. So yeah, just thank you. So yeah, just a heartfelt thank you for being here and for supporting me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this update. All right, our first category is primers, and last quarter I had 2 primers. This quarter I just have this 1 primer. If you're watching my 21 and 21 project pan updates, I put this one into that project, and the other one was in the project before, and I used that one up. So now we're just down to the 1. My ultimate goal for the year is to have 2 at a time. I will not be purchasing one too soon. I want to go ahead and finish this one up, and then I will purchase 2 more in the future. On to concealers. So last quarter I had 4 concealers, and this quarter I have 3. So last quarter I was almost done with my e.l.f. camo concealer, and I finished that one up, and then I started using this Rare Beauty one as well. So now that we are 4 months into the year, I now have an opinion on the Rare Beauty one and the Pat McGrath one, because I didn't have an opinion on that one last time either, really. I really like both of them. I would definitely recommend both of them. And I had said that this was like a holy grail concealer for me, and it was. I had used it for years, and I've loved it for years, but honestly, I don't know if my opinion has just changed as far as concealers go, but now I'm not in love with this one, and I'm kind of working to finish it up so that I can just love on these 2 a ton. Though I am trying to use them all somewhat equally, I'm using this one way more right now just because I want to get it out. I don't know why my opinion of it has changed. I have had about 5 bottles of it and I always loved it, but I don't know, I think my preferences are just changing. So my ultimate goal for concealers for the year is 3. So I am currently at that goal. When I finish this guy up, I will get a replacement, probably a different concealer, but I'm pretty happy with this. All right, on to foundation. So last quarter I had 3, and this quarter I have 3. However, there is a new one. So I had the Milani Screen Queen, and again, if you've been watching my 21 and 21, you will know that I finished that guy up. So I purchased the Rare Beauty in its place, sort of another medium coverage one that I wanted to give a shot. I'd heard really good things about it, and I love it. Having used it for only a month now, I can solidly say I love it. I also still have my Charlotte Tilbury sample, and I really love that. That is getting a little on the low side, but I will purchase a full size of it once it's gone. And then the Ilia one I am currently working through. I used to love it, and then I learned that it was not behaving well with my skin, so I don't love it so much now. However, that's okay. I'm gonna get it used up. Then I'll repurchase something else in its place. My ultimate goal is 3. I have 3. I like having a full coverage, medium coverage, and light coverage option. That way I have all my bases covered. And if I want something in the middle of any of those 3, I can always mix them together. So very happy with this right now. I'm pretty proud that I've got it at 3 and I'm keeping it at 3. Yeah, the next category is powders. And last quarter I had 3 powders, and this quarter I just have 2. Very exciting. I used up my Laura Mercier loose powder. I liked that okay, but honestly I think I'm more of a pressed powder kind of person. So I've got the Pat McGrath under eye powder. I really, really like this. Definitely recommend it. And then I've got my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I like this a lot. I don't know. It's got a weird like indent happening. I've only been using this for April. I don't really understand what's happening with it, but it's only $3, so I don't really care. So yeah, I don't know if I'd repurchase it or not. I don't know that it's necessary. I don't know that it does anything incredible, but it also is good. So I'm perfectly happy to use it. I do think it does a good job. My goal for the year is 2. I'm at 2. I don't see any reason for me to purchase another one until one of these is used up. I would repurchase this. I don't know if I'd repurchase that. On to bronzers. So as I mentioned in the last update, I do include my face palettes as like the bronzer or highlight or whatever that's in them. I include that in the category of bronzer, highlight, blush, that type of thing, just because I don't really see the point in including it in the palette. So last quarter I had 4 bronzers, and this quarter I have 5. So I went up in this one. However, that's just because I got the NARS birthday gift from Sephora, and it's just this itty bitty mini. I'm not too upset about that. It's not really that big a deal to me. My ultimate goal is to get down to 2. So it kind of threw me off because I was hoping to finish up 2 bronzers this year and hit that goal, but again, it's just a mini, so I don't really mind, and I do like the NARS formula a lot, so that's all right with me. Currently working on the Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt shade in my 21 and 21. I am not opening any of these because I don't want to give any kind of spoilers for anything, so we're just gonna look at the packaging. But yeah, so this has the Sculpt shade in it. This has a bronzer shade in it. I've got my City bronzer, this Laguna, and then a liquid bronzer from Deck of Scarlet. I don't know. I don't know that I would technically repurchase any of these except for maybe Laguna. I do really love the NARS formula of bronzer, and yeah, I would definitely repurchase a NARS bronzer, but the rest of them, they're all good, just not really, I don't know, not really what I would gravitate towards, I guess. I don't know, I would recommend them. I just don't think I'd run out and repurchase them. I think I'd like to try something else first before giving most of these a shot again. Okay, so highlighters. Once again, 5 highlighters. Yeah, same palettes back again. I've got the highlighter in here and the highlighter in here. Haven't used this one enough to have an opinion on it. I do really love this highlighter. I really love this highlighter. Really love this highlighter. This is my Franken highlighter. This is Becca Vanilla Quartz mixed with Milk Makeup's Mars highlight. So I'll show you real fast. Ooh, hello. It looks like this. It's kind of a bad repressing, but that's okay. Yeah, I repressed that, and I don't really have a name for it. Some people have suggested the name Vanilla Mars, and I kind of like that. But I also just kind of like calling it my Franken highlight. So I don't know. I haven't touched this since I created it, just because I've been focusing on Fort de France. But yeah, 5 is where I was at last time. 5 is where I'm at again. My goal for the year is 3. I don't know if I'm going to get there. This is going to take me a while. I was hoping to get this done and then maybe this one done. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. So we'll just see. I definitely think I can get this one out this year. So hopefully next year I'll get down to 4, and then maybe next year I can get down to my goal of 3. But we shall see. We shall see. On to blush. Again, I'm not going to open these because these 2 are in my project, and obviously you can kind of see through this one, but you can't see too well, so hopefully we'll just save any kind of spoilers for the update, because I'm only like a week away from updating, so I figure we'll keep our progress to ourselves. So yeah, last quarter, I was at 7 blushes, and now I am down to 5. Just a little note for those of you who didn't see the last one, I did use up 2 blush samples. They were just on a piece of paper. They weren't like little like pots of blush or anything like that. They were actually flat on a piece of paper. I used those up in a month. They didn't take me very long. So yeah, it's not as impressive as it sounds. I didn't use up like 2 full-size blushes or anything, or even mini blushes in a month. But yeah, so I did go down from 7 to 5. I'm very happy with that. My ultimate goal is to get down to 4. I'm working through this one, and I'm working to hit pan on this one right now. So if I can get this one out, then I will be at my goal, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my progress on this. I like all these blushes. They are all good. I would probably repurchase probably only this one, technically. Yeah, I would probably only purchase the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk again, but I do like them all. They're all good. Just, you know, I like variety, so I would probably try something different next. Okay, so this is going to look quite different from last time. So this is my single shadow collection. Last time I just showed you the individual pots, but now they are here and here. And again, they all look pretty different except for these 2. So what I decided to do, I had this palette that I depotted into here. I have the names with them, but I don't know. I've gone back and forth on decluttering these so many times. I feel like they're nice shades, so I keep them, but I never I never reach for them, ever. So I don't know, I might keep them, I might declutter some of them, we'll see. But yeah, all in all, I have 19 shades. I had 19 last time, I have 19 this time. My goal is to have 5. So that's gonna take me a while to get there, but that's okay. I've got these 3 shades from the Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions palette. It was a sample of an Elizabeth Mott shadow. This is actually a MAC shadow in Deep Truth. These are all from the ISH brand. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, again, they're actually pretty nice shades. I just never use them. These are my 2 H&M cream shadows. I do like both of those. I don't use this one very much because it's like a purpley tone.
and I just don't get a lot of use out of it, even though it's a gorgeous shade. And then this is my H&M Sirocco. Yeah, I think it's Sirocco, and I've said it's Sirocco so many times, but it's technically, I think, Sirocco, whatever. Yeah, I used this in my 21 and 21, hit pan in it, hooray. Now it's back in my collection, and I'm probably not going to use it for a long time because I just don't use my single shadows, and I'm kind of lame about that. But then, yeah, these two look different because they were in different pots, but they're loose shadows, and I just put them in these new little containers that I got because I think they look nicer and they're easier to use for shadows like this. So yeah, I've got those two there. They're both really pretty, and I still never touched them. But yeah, so not the best on this because I do want to get down to 5, just because I don't ever use single shadows. Eventually, I'd like to get to a point where they're just like glitter toppers. But this is what I have. I need to start using them. Okay, now we have eyeshadow palettes, and these are my full-sized eyeshadow palettes. Now I have some of these open because I thought it's more interesting to look at, but I kept my Lorac palettes and my Soft Glam palette separate and closed because I'm working on those in my Pan Those Eyeshadow palettes. And again, I don't want to give you any spoilers. So again, this is slightly different than it was last time just because I updated, I had the magnetic palette in this and then I moved it. So last time, technically I showed 10, but this time it actually was 9 if we're going off the new numbers. So I had 9 palettes then, I have 9 palettes now. In my full-size palette section, it's just any palette that is 6 shades or more, I consider to be a full-sized palette. 5 shades or less are my mini palettes, which will be the next category. But yeah, so I have my Lorac Pro 2, Pro Matte. I'm working through those two. I want to get those emptied up this year. My Huda Beauty Desert Dusk, Huda Topaz Obsessions, Tartlet in Bloom, Melt Blueprint Stack, Anastasia Soft Glam, Marc Jacobs Glambition, and ColourPop Going Coconuts. So yeah, this is what I have right now. You can see I've got some pretty decent usage on all of these. My goal is to get down to 5 full-size palettes. So 4 palettes to go. Hopefully I will be emptying both of these this year. I don't know how achievable that is, but I'm gonna try. Currently panning that one, emptying those two. So yeah, we will see how that goes. I'd like to get down to 5 as soon as possible, but honestly, I'd like to empty all of these out and kind of start over because I guess I'm an overachiever and I like to do crazy things. But yeah, my ultimate goal is to actually empty all of these out and then one day just start fresh and brand new with all new palettes. So that's gonna take me a while, but yeah, that's the goal. All right, the next category is mini palettes. I know I didn't open this in the bronzer and highlight section, but that was because I wasn't opening any of those, and there's no spoilers in this. You can't really have a spoiler in this one. So I just decided, let's show you the eyeshadow shades. So these are all that I have. I technically consider this a mini palette because I include the highlight and bronzer in my highlight and bronzer categories, and then it just has these 4 shades. Last time I had these two, this time I have these 2. My ultimate goal is to have 3. I'm not planning to buy any mini palettes this year. Again, I want to get through both of these. I want to use them up, mostly just because I like to move through things, and I'd kind of like to start over in this section. I really like both of these palettes, but this one is limited edition, so I can't get it again. And this one, I just want to use up, because I don't know. I feel like we let product just sit in our collection for so long, and then by the time we finally get around to using it up, it's no good anymore, and so we struggle with it. So I just want to go ahead and like put the effort in now while I want to, and then get it used up, and I might repurchase it. Honestly, I do really like it. I got it for my wedding, and so it's kind of sentimental for me. Who knows, I may even keep the component forever once it's emptied. I don't know, but all in all, just I like using up makeup, so I'm gonna try to do that. And then I will refresh this section with something new. Both really good palettes though. I really like them. Okay, on to lip products. Now, a couple of things with this. I'm gonna go ahead and do lipstick products and then like glossy type products. But this is my Lisa Eldridge lipstick in Velvet Ribbon. It had broken in the component, and so I melted it down in this little pot, and yeah, it is now a potted red lipstick for myself. If you've been watching my 21 and 21, you will know I don't like wearing bright colored lipsticks. So this is now effectively it's my like backup red in case I ever want to wear a red, which is like never. But I have it if I want to use it. I will not buy another red. I will not buy another bright color because I don't like to wear them. So this is technically in my collection. I do not count it as part of my collection because the amount of times I'm going to use it is like maybe once a year. And so I don't feel like honestly, the only reason I'm keeping it is just for the days where I'm like, oh man, I wish I had a red lipstick, which is like once a year. And then I can put this on and realize, hey, I don't like wearing red lipstick, and just be like, oh, okay, well, I don't need a red lipstick, so we're gonna move on. So really, this is just kind of like a remind yourself that you don't want it shade, which might sound stupid, but you know, I just feel like so many times I see people wearing red lipstick or pink lipstick or whatever, and I'm like, ah, it's so beautiful. I want something like that. And then I put it on myself and I just don't enjoy it. And it's just not really my style, to be honest. So I am keeping this as a reminder that it's not my style, and that's okay. If I ever want a red lipstick for whatever reason, I have it. But I don't include it as part of my collection anymore, at least in my numbers. So this is not included anymore. It's as though I decluttered it, but I still technically have it. When it goes bad, because it probably will go bad at some point, because there's no way I'm going to use all of this up. Yeah, when it goes bad, I don't think I'll repurchase a red lipstick just because, again, I don't really like wearing them. So there you go. So with that to say, I do have 12 lipsticks this time. Yeah, I keep lipstick and lip gloss in the same category just because it's easier. Last time I had 18, this time I have 12, and my ultimate goal is 12. Now, this is another category where I am working through all the products, and I'm hoping to get through them all this year. That is kind of like a mini little project for myself. I don't have like I don't have specific reasoning for that beyond just like most of these are older, and I think it would be fun to just kind of start fresh in the new year. Plus, I feel like I can do that pretty achievably. So there's only 3 more samples in here to go through. I'm getting pretty close with that, which is very exciting. This one is also in my 21 and 21, and as you guys know, I depotted that into a MAC single. I'm not going to show you that because spoilers. This is my Lisa Eldridge Velvet Muse shade. I did have Velvet Decade as well as Velvet Ribbon that I was just telling you about, but I went ahead and decluttered Velvet Decade because it's just not a shade that is suitable for me. So I am giving that to a friend who I think it will fit much, much better. I think she'll really enjoy it. So I'm giving that shade to her. I kept Velvet Muse. I do like the formula. It's actually very, very, very similar in tone to Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. So if you have one, I don't really think you need the other. So I'm working through Charlotte Tilbury, and then I want to kind of focus on this guy. This is my Bare Minerals Charisma shade in the Mineralist collection, I believe it is. It's another one of those shades that honestly, I don't even think I used it once last year because it's like this, it's this bright kind of berry shade. It's very similar to this in reality. And I just don't wear it. I never wear it because I don't wear color. I don't. Not on my lips. I do on my eyes, just not on my lips. So I don't know. I have thought about testing that one out, giving it a try, and like seeing if I can and find a way to enjoy it. But honestly, I think I'll probably end up decluttering it because I just don't enjoy wearing it. Next, I have my NARS Laguna lip balm that I got from my birthday gift from Sephora this year. I like it. It moves pretty fast. I haven't used it a ton. I think it'll be easy to get through. I have my Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2 Enigmatic Edward. So this is just it's basically a lip balm, a very expensive lip balm. I bought it for the packaging, and the packaging is, the packaging is getting kind of beat up. That's okay though. I don't know. I find that I destroy packaging, like any kind of like overlays. I don't know why, but they all disappear on me. I guess it's just like the oils from my hand are not ideal for that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm working through that one. I do like that this you can buy refills for, so I probably will, just not the clear shade. I'll probably do a different shade. So yeah, there's the lipsticks. Onto the glossy kind of things. I have my Tower 28 gloss in Chill. It's turning pink because I don't clean off the doe foot. I was cleaning off the doe foot, and then I found I wasn't using it because I was annoyed by cleaning off the doe foot, so I just stopped cleaning off the doe foot, and I've started using it more. I really like it. It's great. I highly recommend the formula. I've got this Rare Beauty little mini. It's seriously mini. It's fine. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's not really my favorite formula. Like, it feels kind of sticky in like a not pleasing way. So, cause like, I mean, the Tower 28 one is pretty sticky, but I don't know. I like the feeling of this one better than this one. So yeah, the shade's easy to use though. So then I have my Lancome 202 L'Absolu Lacquer. Really like that. Pretty old though, so I need to get through it. And then my M Cosmetics Faded Clementine sample. This is very nice. This is the, it's basically, I think they're like liquid lip type formula. It's very nice. Maybe it's, actually, I think it's the Infinite Lip Cloud. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, I'm technically at my goal for the year with 12, but I do intend to try to use all of these up and start fresh in 2022. On to the next category. We are almost to the end. So I have 3 lip liners. I had 3 lip liners, and I want to have 3 lip liners. I am working on my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk in my 21 and 21. It is getting near the end, which is pretty exciting. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through it exactly, but I think it's going to be pretty soon. And I will probably repurchase a lip liner in a similar shade, different formula maybe, just to try something new. I really like the KKW Beauty ones. They're pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I don't really see any reason to change it up too much. So yeah, on to mascara. Last time I just had this one and this one, but then I added this one in. I had originally thought I just wanted to have 2 at a time, but this is a very like specific formula. And while it is my favorite mascara, I don't find that it's the best for everyday usage. So I wanted to pick up like an everyday kind of mascara for myself because I still like volume, and this is not voluminous enough for me, but this one is a little bit too intense for every day. So yeah, this kind of hits all my parameters. I'm really happy with it. I had 2 last time. I have 3 this time. My ultimate goal is to just keep it at 3. And yeah, I'm very happy with where this is. Next is eyeliner. I had 3 last time. I have 3 this time. Same 3. Same information. My ultimate goal is to have 4 eventually. However, I am working through my Bobbi Brown one, and this is just going to take forever. So I have no intention on buying another one, just because I want to get through that one first. I really prefer liquid liners. That's kind of my preference in general. So my ultimate goal is to have 2 liquid liners, 1 in black, 1 in brown, and then have 2 pencil liners, one as like a nude kind of beigey tone for for the waterline and maybe inner corner, and then one like brown tone for the waterline. And that's pretty much it. I don't really feel like I need more than that. So yeah. Next up is brow products. I have the same kind that I had last time, my M Cosmetics Flexibrow, and I think it's like Define Liner or something is the name of the brow pencil. But I have the brow pencil, and then I have the clear brow gel from them. Love the clear brow gel for sure. I definitely really like that one. Would totally repurchase it. Really, really love it. The brow pencil I like too. I haven't used it as much recently because I've been working on some eyeshadow shades and I want to get those used up, so I'm not really using a pencil. So my opinion on it has kind of like changed a little bit just because I haven't used it in so long and I don't really remember how much I loved it. Because I think I only used it for about a month or a month and a half or something like that before I switched over to the brow product or the eyeshadows. So yeah, I really need to get back to it and reform my opinion. I feel like I kind of need to finish it up just so that it's not just sitting there going bad. But I do like it. I would recommend their brow products. They have really, really good brow products. So yeah, my goal is 2. I have 2. I had 2 last time. I'll stick with them. On to eye primers. So last time I had 2. I had the NARS one, and then I had this guy in the box. But I used up the NARS one, and I've moved on to the Fenty Beauty one. And guys, I gotta tell you, this is the best eye primer I've ever used. It is fantastic. I really, really, really recommend this one. My ultimate goal is just 1 in this category. This is the one that I have. This is the one I think I'll stick with for probably as long as they make it, because it's perfect for me. I have oilier lids, so the product doesn't ever stay as well on my eyelids. I really, really need an eye primer. And the NARS one, I just found it was okay. It helped with lasting power a decent amount, but and nothing ever creased with it. But I did find that it did something weird. Like, I don't know if it just didn't fuse right with the oils on my eye or something, but there would always be these like patchy sections where it just wouldn't sit right. This has none of that issue. Everything shows up perfectly. It's really nice and tacky, so it does a great job of like adhering. Everything blends on so smoothly. Honestly, this is just it's great. I really, 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 really recommend it. Not too crazy of a price either. And I think the packaging is great. I love the like applicator. Definitely recommend it. Definitely love it. And this is the final category. So we are on setting sprays. My setting spray goal is 2. Last time I had 3 technically because I had my Urban Decay travel size spray. I had a little bit of this one left in my previous bottle, and then I had this bottle in the box. But I finished up the one of this. I finished up the Urban Decay one, and I just recently picked this one up. This is like almost brand new, so I've only started using it this month. So yeah, I've got 2. I love both of them. They are great. This one is a really, really good one. I do find that it has a scent. It's got a more intense scent than the Urban Decay one, but that doesn't really bother me. I kind of like it. It's like a floral scent. Again, it doesn't bother me, but I know some people might not enjoy that. I tend to spray this one on my skin first, just to give it kind of like the hyaluronic acid base and a little bit of just healthiness before setting it down with like a tackier spray. So yeah, very happy with that, on goal with that one, and very happy. I recommend them both. This is a lower price point, but it doesn't really like help with longevity. It just makes your skin look really good. This one does, I do find this helps with longevity, and it does like give you like an airbrushed finish. So it is very nice.
All right, so those are all my categories. That is the complete collection that I have right now. Most of the categories are on the smaller side. I'm pretty happy with that. Honestly, one of the things that like I will say with my collection at the moment and like my goals at the moment, this is not a forever kind of goal for me. I want to be able to develop my collection with me throughout the years. Really what I'm doing right now is trying to like scale back my collection so I can kind of like rebuild and develop a perfect collection for myself. And I feel like the best way to do that is to pare it back really far and then just kind of learn like, what do I really feel like I need? With all my goals together, the total number of products that I want to have in my collection is 59. In Q1, I was at 91 products. In Q2, I am currently at 80 even. I've gotten 11 products out of my collection. I'm pretty happy with that. Like that's a good amount for a quarter, I think. If I keep on that track, I should be very close, if not right at my goal. So that's encouraging. Like I said throughout the video, honestly, I really want to get through pretty much all of these products eventually, just because I think it's a really good idea to just rotate through your collection. There's no reason to buy a product and hold on to it for eternity unless it's like specifically been purchased for sentimental reasons or collector's reasons, which is fine. If that's what you want to do, that's great. For me, I don't know, I buy makeup to enjoy it and to use it. So it's kind of like a utilitarian thing for me, mixed with a hobby, of course. So yeah, I don't like hoarding makeup and like holding on to it. It doesn't really do much for me. I get more enjoyment out of moving through it and trying new things and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very excited to be moving through my products. To see the change in each of these categories is really like motivating to me. As far as hitting all of these goals go, I don't think like the eyeshadow categories, I don't think I'm gonna hit my goals this year. The cheek product categories, I don't think I'm gonna hit my goal this year. Maybe on blush I will, but highlighter and bronzer, I think that's gonna take me a couple of years to get to that point. Really, these goals are kind of like, that's kind of what they're for, is I have set them for myself to hit them at a certain point, and then from there, like rebuild completely. So like my eyeshadows and my lip products are kind of a unique situation where I want to move completely through them and then start fresh. Whereas with my like bronzer and highlight collection, I just want to hit the goal and from there continue to like do a one-for-one kind of exchange, because I feel like I know pretty solidly what number I'm comfortable with owning in those categories, and I'm happy with moving through those slowly. I hope that makes sense. It's just something like last year with my no buy, I did learn kind of how much I feel comfortable owning in each category, and I feel pretty confident with it. But all in all, I just want to keep rotating through my products so that they're never going bad on me. I'm not having to throw stuff out because I feel uncomfortable using it or whatever. I want to know that I really love my collection. Because yeah, for me, it's mostly a hobby, and I find a great sense of joy in using products and owning beautiful products and things like that. So just to wrap up, this is my second quarter update. Very happy with the progress that I've made. I only decluttered, I think, one thing. I just decluttered that one lipstick last quarter, which I'm happy with. I would much rather use product up than declutter it. I'm not much of a, it takes a lot for me to declutter something, just because I'm very much like a maybe overachiever. I really want to finish products rather than toss them, or even give them away, just because like, I don't know. I honestly don't even know why I care about giving them away. I feel like that's a better way to do it anyways. All right, so we're just gonna end this here. No more rambling from me. Thank you so much if you made it all the way through this. I feel like I did just ramble my way through this, but I really appreciate your time and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to give it a like. If you enjoy Project Pan content, I have 3 projects going on right now, so feel free to subscribe if you'd like to follow along with them. I will have their playlists linked below as well, and I will be updating you guys on my inventory again in July at the start of the next quarter. For those of you who asked last time, I did mention my no-buy. I am currently working on pulling together some information for a no-buy video. I'm not great at filming, so if I don't have like a project going on, it's kind of hard for me to find the time to film, but I am working on gathering together some information on that. So if you have any questions regarding a no-buy, let me know below and I will put those in my little notes, and that way I can possibly address them. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a get ready with me style or if I just want to do like a little sit down chat. But let me know if you would prefer one or the other. I haven't really done a get ready with me on here or anything like that, so I don't know how well I'll do on that. I will see you guys in the next video.